So you want to create impact? Yep, I see you. And you want to have a reach that's longer than the arms you have now? I get that too. If you're a visionary who wants to make a difference, you want to make money, you want to have an audience, and you want to make an impact in the world, one of the things you should be thinking about is how do you distill your subject matter knowledge and make it understandable for other people? Here's the deal, it's up to you to make it understandable. And stay tuned, in today's video, I'm going to share one way that you can take your big ideas and make them easier for your right fit market to understand. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andrea Reindl. I'm a brand strategist and the founder of Legacy Creative. If you're tuning in again, it's nice to have you back. If you are someone who is a visionary and you work in the world of ideas, maybe you write books, you sell courses, you're an educator, you're a trainer, or you're a consultant, this channel is for you. And if you work with people like that, this channel is also for you. What we do is help you take big ideas and make them real with how-tos and then concepts that you can use in your business. So today what we're going to talk about is how do you take your big idea as a subject matter expert and make it easier for people to understand. You know, at times when you're like, I'm not totally being understood, maybe it's partly because you're not actually making your idea understandable. And part of that is because sometimes what people need in order to understand your big idea is that they have a framework or context that they can use to understand what you're trying to communicate. Big picture thinking people are often thinking big picture and they forget to make their idea simple. So one way you can do that is create what we call in our office a method. Some other people like to call it a mental model. And basically what a mental model is it's a way to create a framework that people can understand or create context for them so that they get what you're trying to say. I really think if you're a subject matter expert and you want to teach what you know, it's up to you to figure out how to be understandable. And if you use a method, you can do that. So that's what we're going to talk about. Another way to think about this is like a recipe. You know how cooking shows have amazing chefs that will teach you how to cook? Well, what they're doing is they're taking what they know, their massive subject matter expertise, and then they're breaking it down in a way that you, if you like to cook and learn from cooking shows, can learn how to cook like they do. A recipe basically comes down to three things. Number one, it has ingredients. Number two, it has steps or instructions of how to assemble those ingredients. And then number three, it has tips, tricks, and ways to make putting those ingredients together better and how to get a better, more sustainable or predictable result. So when you're thinking about creating your method, that's really how you want to break it down. Do you know what the ingredients are that make up the great result that you can get for your clients? And then do you know the steps in which you should apply those ingredients? And then what are your tips and your tricks and how do you make it work better based on your years of subject matter knowledge? So creating a method is for you, the visionary, about making it easier for number one, people to understand you better, but also for people to actually take what you know and be able to apply it in their own life. So when you're doing this, what you want to do is first of all, identify what are your ingredients and make sure that you're really clear that you keep your ingredients simple and clear and measurable. And then number two, you want to think about those ingredients. And when you do your work, when you create your transformation, what are the steps that you use? How do you turn those ingredients into something that's usable for somebody? And then number three, identify what are your extras, your tips, your tricks, your tools, the things you use on a regular basis that maybe you intuitively use just because they're easy for you. When you have those three things identified and cataloged, and organized, it creates a framework for you to be able to actually create a method that you can use to become your unique method. And that becomes a way that you can put that in your book, you can use it in your training materials, and you can use it on a regular basis to communicate to your right fit clients or your right fit audience to really understand what you want them to get. All right, so let's look at some best-selling ideas that have done this really, really well so that you can see how it's worked with people who sell ideas. Number one, a book that's been a perennial bestseller on the nonfiction business list and actually personal growth and personal developments is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. What Stephen Covey was able to do in that book is take his way of thinking about living by your values, making the best use of your time, and really he was one of the forefront people on personal productivity. He took his big idea and he turned it into a method that was easy for other people to understand. He created the 7 habits of highly effective people, and then that led to him being able to create a day timer system that allowed people to identify what mattered to them, what they valued, and how they were going to make sure that they spent their time in alignment with their values. Now, today, there's tons of other people who teach the same thing, and what they've done is created their own method. But many of those methods are very close to 7 Habits of Highly Effective People and the Franklin Covey planning system. It's a great example of how someone took a method and turned it into a business. Let me give you another example. Traction, which is the book that birthed the EOS movement. EOS is a way of operating your business. If you run a small or medium-sized business, this helps with strategic planning. So it's your 10-year, your 3-year, your 1-year goal. And how do you turn those goals into something that actually creates traction in your business? What they did is that they created a method based on their idea of how do you get traction in your business. And that has led to an entire coaching program, a software, and a whole lot of businesses that run on the EOS method. Both of those are fabulous examples of how somebody took their big idea that was a massive subject matter expert and turned it into an understandable method that has been used by literally thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people. If you want to do this for your own business, what I recommend is that you start noticing who else has created methods that really work, and who else do you really resonate with their ideas, and why are they better at explaining those ideas? Now that I've put it this way, you're probably going to think about, they are crystal clear, what are their ingredients, what are their steps, what are their recipes, and what are their tools, tips, and tricks. If you can get clear about what that is for your big idea, you will become a better communicator, and you will be understood by the people that you want to be understood by. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. If there's any questions you have about how do you create methods, or what can you do in your own business to create a method, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And of course, if you'd like help creating your own method, feel free to reach out to us at Legacy Creative. Until next time, my name is Andrea. Make it a great day.